I'm speaking to a collective that is highly, highly powerful spiritually. You probably refer to yourself as a psychic. You're incredibly lucky. I'm gonna have to kick them out. Hang on. There's probably no one in your circle who can match your level of wisdom and inner knowing, and you also are so loyal. You'll know this about yourself when I say it, but just to connect you to this reading, you are an incredibly loyal person, whether that's with friends, family members, or partners. It's honestly top tier energy. You feel like your own home. You know you're a lucky girl, and you provide, like, your home, your body feels like your home to you. I'm actually surprised your energy is coming up for this reading because you feel so solid, but there's obviously something that you need to know. So let's see what you're going through and what you need help with, and we'll go from there. Okay, you are going through some sort of a transformation right now. Ooh, you are blinded to this. Okay, I actually think this might be a message about your spiritual gifts. So when working with your gifts, you're still learning how to use them. They do have healer on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. There's some things you are not meant to tap into. Like from like a moral standpoint, I would say, like, if something's not important or relevant to your life, like, your gifts are so powerful, you probably accidentally pick up on stuff when you're like walking into a coffee shop, right? But if you meet someone and you're curious about them, or you've known about them before, or you see them online and you know they're kind of like well known, I don't usually suggest, and this is just my advice, I don't suggest tapping into those people's energy. And like, it's not that you're meddling with it, but you're kind of prying. It's like you wouldn't want someone going through your dirty laundry, so why would you go through theirs? That's how I see it. I feel like it might be a little bit bad karma. You might have actually already learned your lesson from this, but this is kind of just to reconfirm, or maybe you were considering tapping into something and this is your little like, hey, maybe reconsider that, okay? It does feel like the person you're wanting to tap into is a masculine. Perhaps you guys met in the winter and they asked you out, or you can feel that they're thinking of you a lot. It could be both. Yeah, it's someone that you either wanted to start dating, or maybe you just started dating them. That is... Hang on, let me get one more for that. Okay, here's the thing about reading your own energy. You're probably already connected to this person. I can tap into this for you. I would not suggest reading your own energy because the ego gets in the way when you're, like, if you're a tarot reader, I think you're a psychic medium probably, but if you are reading your own tarot and it's freaking you out, or it's causing like fear in you or distrust in you, I just don't recommend, like, call your reader to read for you. Like, whoever you trust to tap into your energy, that's who you want to read this for you, because you're so close to it. And honestly, I think a lot of the times, like, our shadows overtake the reading too. It's like our greatest fears will come out in the reading, because, like, I don't know why that happens. So just be really careful when you're doing that. Otherwise you might like ruin something really beautiful here, or just cause like unnecessary tension, you know? Okay, maybe you just recently had a dream that something was going on. Let's see what it was about. Yeah, this dream triggered you. Maybe something from your childhood came up, and that's why you tapped into this in the first place. Like, there might be a childhood wounding. Let me get one more for that. I don't know if you had a dream that this person like wasn't gonna pick you or something, but I feel as though you like can't let go of the fact that you had this dream. I know that a lot of your dreams have probably come true if you're a prophetic dreamer, but the thing is also, like, some of our dreams are not prophecies. And if you're stressed about this situation already, or if you're like thinking about it a lot, even if you're not stressed, but if it's just kind of like ruminating in your mind, it's gonna affect your dream state. And it doesn't necessarily mean anything is going on or that what you dreamt was true. I just think you have to be really careful. The dream is probably a lesson. Earth sign might be important. Or Libra. I actually meant this is, I think the lesson here is to learn how to balance. Maybe you, oh, okay. I think usually you lean too far into your spirituality. It's important to remember that we are souls having a human experience. So the 3D is just as, if not more important sometimes, as the spiritual stuff. I am the most woo-woo person I know in my physical world. And I'm telling you this, like, you want to be able to have a reason with spirituality. It should feel like a really quiet yes. If you're asking about certain things, it shouldn't feel like a and then you get the answer. That's my belief. It might not always be true, but for you, I think there's a tendency to be so swayed by the woo and by all these things that you're feeling that it's thrown you off balance here. So you really need to ground down. You might need to spend more time outside. I'm literally seeing like bare feet on the earth. So try to do that. Ground down, maybe spend some time around trees. We've got trees here on the spread too. Genuinely, you might need to rest more right now. It's just hard, especially if your gifts are like being really activated right now and everything kind of feels like a sign. You just have to do your grounding practices. If meditating works for you, that's great. Visualization, you know, and putting the roots into the earth. Have you done those visualizations where you imagine roots coming out of your feet or like tailbone area and going deep into the earth? That will provide a sense of grounding for you. Just talk to Gaia, talk to the trees, you know, in your mind or out loud. That should help here. Okay, let's get tarot. Yeah, I just think like you're not fully, we got the moon sideways, so it's like there are definitely some things you're not aware of right now. Even if you feel like you're spot on with your intuition, it's just like not all, everything hasn't been revealed yet. And usually that happens because your spirit team doesn't want to make your trauma worse. So everything is usually revealed in divine timing in a way that's gonna not throw you over the edge. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think that you're still, again, rest is important for you. You might also be going through a healing phase. Let's see what you've been working on healing. Oh, that's too many. It's like half a deck. It looks like you're trying to walk away from your past, maybe the chaos from your past. You're moving into calmer waters. Maybe you have a tendency to hold on to the past and you're trying to heal from that. 444 on my clock. It doesn't really look like you've sought out help to work on the things that need healing within you. And so the advice here is to maybe ask for help or seek help. You don't have to carry all of that alone. Hang on, let's go to part 2. You've got the Knight of Wands here. You're gonna be fine as you're working through healing out old wounding, old shadows, old trauma. Like, you do have the skill set to do it on your own. I just think it's important that you seek out like either a mentor or someone. Let's see who you should seek out actually. Someone who doesn't have anxiety. We have the Nine of Swords reversed here as the person that you should seek out help from, and it's someone who's been through the exact same thing. There's someone that's healing from a situation. They're going through the same thing you've been through. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you need to find like a shadow work tarot reader or something like that, because you want to find someone who understands the exact topic of what you're dealing with, whatever that intense trauma is for you. That's kind of, it's not that it's holding you back, it's just like a little chink in a layer of your armor that needs to be healed out still. So yeah, if someone should honestly come to mind. Yeah, someone you've already searched for, you've probably seen them on the internet, you probably like their social media. That person is going to be able to help you, okay? Look, I think you're a powerful manifester. It's just like I'm almost feeling like your gifts aren't even fully developed, which is crazy because they're already so intense. like the first thing that came through was how powerful you are. Like literally psychic, the raven, the owl. I can't make this shit up. Do you know what I mean? And your first card was that you're so lucky. You might have worked with horses in the past. I mean, it's just like everything you want, you're gonna get, okay? But it's not quite time yet. We've got the Hermit sideways. So it's like you haven't fully done all the inner work on your own yet to be able to move through that door. You're literally there, but it's just like there's a little more that needs to be explored inwardly first. And honestly, if you're still struggling with like, oh, like obsession almost, like, oh, I want to tap into this person and see what's going on to help me understand better, when it's like not, it's hard if it's a romantic partner. If it's someone you don't even know and you're kind of nosy, you've got a little bit, in my opinion, you've got a little bit more work to do. If it's someone you do know, you just want to be so careful when you're like, I don't even recommend, I don't read for myself. If I'm in any kind of a vulnerable state, I won't read for myself. I have to be, also the questions I ask when I read for myself are like, what's the energy of the day? Like, I'm not tapping into my own shit usually. Or like, if I'm trying to read, like, if I get this isn't my deck, this is y'all's deck. But if I get a deck and I'm like, what is blocking me right now? What is the issue I'm dealing with? And I pull like, whatever, if the Magician comes out, I can say to you right now, like, you're struggling to believe in your own gifts when you have everything you need. I look at that for myself and I'm like, I'm blinded to something the guy can't see. Like, I just think it's so hard sometimes to channel for ourselves because of you. Like, one of my mentors always says, the hairdresser can't cut their own hair. They can't see with perfect precision what's going on back here. Even the hairdresser needs a hairdresser. They need someone to help them to see the things they can't see. You need someone to be your mirror too, even though you are the mirror for all. I feel like that come into your life and you probably see all. You need help. You need someone to do that for you as well. That was a little rant. Okay. Oh, okay, let's get some advice for you, okay? Even though I just gave you so much advice. Actually, what else do I want to know? Let me think. Okay, right, let's see what's going on. We're not doing advice. Let's see what's going on with the person connected to you so you can have some clarity of mind. Whoa. Their energy is like all-consuming. It's very interesting. I was not expecting that. It's very calming. So the person you're connected to is probably very calm. I wouldn't be surprised if they're an earth sign. They remind me of water too. Okay, what's going on with this person? Why are you worried? As we said it, water sign. You can just feel it. Okay, let me get one more. They're definitely going through something that they're embarrassed about. I feel like there was, okay. Look, you're not completely off your rocker feeling something is off and being worried and wanting to tap into the energy. I'm not sure why they haven't talked to you about this. Let me see. I feel like they're honestly dealing with some of their own like karmic patterns that they haven't healed out yet. They feel maybe they're a little bit avoidant. It looks like they also struggle with anxiety. I think part of their trauma is that like when they experience something that's hard, I don't know if you guys had some conflict or if you went through something. Let's see what happened between you guys. It's so interesting. I don't actually know that anything happened between you guys, but something triggered them to kind of close off from you. Maybe it was just that you felt this and now it's activating some of their shadows. And the way they respond when your shadows are activated and triggered, you usually act like not it's not how, like, it's not in its you in your purest form. It's like if you become reactive. Do you know what I mean? It's not, I honestly don't feel like this is who people really are when they act, like when your shadows are triggered, when your trauma is triggered and you lash out or you close off. I don't even think that's like us. I think it's a trauma response. So that does look like that's what's happening here with them. And I think they're embarrassed about it. Like, I think they know it's not the best behavior. But also, like, they're not even thinking about it. I feel like it's just happening. They love you. Like, you give them complete happiness here. You got the butterfly card. Devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness, feeling complete. I just think, like, you guys had a little, like, it feels like some sort of tiff happened here. And I think it's because of your dream state. Also, you guys probably have a spiritual contract together. You were meant to trigger this within each other. Yeah. I think they might think you're kind of fucking with them a little bit. Like, I had this dream and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, why is she doing this? Like, is she messing with me? There's definitely a sense from both sides of, like, immaturity. And again, the dreams came out. So I think that's important here. I was kind of expecting to see, like, more of an event that happened here. But I just think they're dealing with their own internal state and it's triggering you. Clearly you've had some like feeling about it or dream about it, and then it's maybe created tension in the relationship, and that's what you've been trying to look into with all your gifts. But okay, let me get tarot to clarify what's going on with this person. They might have a little bit of like self-sabotage behavior here. So like when their trauma is triggered or their shadows are triggered, they almost like, they're like, fuck it, I'll burn it all down. Do you know what I mean? I do think they're aware of their patterns, and I do think they want to heal from this. They're like in active recovery from this, and maybe you just saw like a little bit of a slip up. Maybe this isn't even like the person you're used to seeing. I felt how calming and soothing their energy was, so this actually is surprising. It genuinely just feels like they're a little bit of an their armor. I think they want to marry you. You got the Four of Wands over the Devil card. Like, they're obsessed with you. You're the one for them. You don't need to worry that like something else is going on. It's almost unhealthy. Like, they're like shackled to you. I don't love that. There's definitely some obsessive energy here with you guys. Hang on, we'll go to part 3. This person is just so reckless and impulsive right now because of how they've been triggered by you. Let me get one more for that. They're usually a King of Cups energy. I genuinely think their emotions are just getting the best of them right now. They're usually a good leader. Also, water sign, again, Scorpio. What are the other ones? Maybe they're a Scorpio. Cancer and Pisces. Oh, jeez. I think they want to mend this. They might reach out to you soon to mend this issue. I don't think they want the fighting here, but they adore you. Like, they are fully obsessed with you. Questionable about the obsession, if it's okay or not. But they do, like, you've got marriage on your card here, on your cards, on your spread. I just think they're struggling. It's hard sometimes to see your own bullshit. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to see, like, when in the moment when you're triggered and you react, it's hard to be like, why did I do that? Where is that coming from? And right now, they're not able to see it. Their sight's turned off. They're honestly focused probably on the wrong thing. For how intuitive and powerful you are as a psychic, what we tapped into in part 1, they're not embodying any of that. Like, usually this person, your partner, would be somewhat of an equal in some fashion. They've just like lost the plot here, but they do want the rebuild. There might be someone you guys go to for advice that might be able to help you here. It doesn't feel like you need therapy together. It just feels like perhaps there's 3 people involved here. Like, in a way where it's gonna help you rebuild. In a positive way. Not in a third party kind of way. Oof. Okay, let's get an advice card. Like, what do you need to do right now? I feel like you just need to chill out. Okay, let me pull from this deck for you guys. Okay. We got the Divine Masculine card, 7-7. King, you might be a 7 life path, or they might be a 7 life path. 79 might also be an important number for you guys, one of you. Okay, when the king appears, it indicates your reverence for higher wisdom that is found within, which we know you have that. Like, look at this first card that came out for you. This is the wisdom card. I don't know if you guys can read that, but... And look at this. Intelligence. This is you. These are what came out first for you. Like, you are knowledgeable. Okay. You are aligning with your truth while balancing your emotions. And what do we talk about in the very beginning? You just need balance. The advice for you is balance. Ground yourself. This step gives you confidence to show up in life, demonstrating both strength and emotional stability, because you have learned how to get out of your own way and rise above karmic limitations, which I would call like parts of your shadow self. Okay, listen, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why do I have to show up as the emotional stable partner, as the divine masculine, when I'm dating a man and he should be the emotional stable one? First of all, you're dating a water sign, so like, they are gonna be their emotions are gonna be fully embodied, usually. I think this is gonna be a back and forth thing with you guys. Like, sometimes he will be the emotional stable one for you. Right now, your advice is to be the emotionally stable one for him. And Earth sign was coming out, and Libra, so I feel like you're gonna be able to do this. This card suggests that you create space for your divine masculine partnership by taking personal responsibility and ownership of your destiny. Now is the time to fulfill your greatest potential. If you want your divine masculine to show up and speak up for you, then you need to become the supportive partner that you deserve first. It doesn't say first, but I'm adding that. Focus on letting go of any residual need to control situations or outcomes. Practice habits that demonstrate your trust in yourself, your abilities, and the unfolding process of your ascension journey. You might also need to work on your confidence a little bit. I'm hearing that. You're so, like, your energy is, I don't know why you wouldn't be confident. Maybe this will help you feel a little more confident. Okay, this empowers the divine masculine so they can find the courage to take action and support you in the process, like on an energetic level. Helping you both build inner confidence as you go forward. There's so much magic here. Okay, I hope that helps. I love you guys so, so much. Comment below if you have any questions. Okay, have a good day.